Red, white, and blue. And red. When it comes to these rare cars from Dodge, red means go. 383 4-speed. I love this car. Ever since I got it mechanically going, running. I changed out the wheels, painted them red. The red lines are on it now, the way it should be according to the build sheet. And I'm very smitten with this car. It rides out nice, and you know, the 383 is pumped up, and it's got 391 sure grip in it. So let's give this thing a little bit of a start. Right from the factory, just like this. Of course, the car has Flowmaster, so it never sounded like that, but this is a stock build and little lightweight car, big block in it. Chrysler was doing some great stuff back then, you know, and their little compact cars like the Dart and the Barracuda, they were stuffing 383s in them. All credit be to Norm Kraus. As you know, Mr. Norm, out of Mr. Norm's Speed Shop, Chicago, was the first guy to actually show Chrysler that a 383 could be installed. And Chrysler, the way they assembled these is they did a body drop onto the chassis. So they had to make sure that when the body went over it, it would clear everything on the engine. And that's why you don't get power steering on these. They had a minimum of stuff. And sure enough, the body dropped over. And that's how they could assemble them without added cost of a separate line. They just assembled on the normal line, threw a 383 in it, and you were off to the races. And in the next following year, after 68, they used what would have been 383 cars, and they actually assembled 440s in them for 640 of the Darts in 1969. So they already had the big suspension, the big torsion bars and everything, and they just put a 440 in there. It was an engine supersedure package, so that's why it was called an M code. M is an engine conversion package, and that's what the 440s were for 69. But this is the main product as a result of what Mr. Norm did in convincing Chrysler that a 383 could go in a small block car and be very competitive on the track. And it was. Matter of fact, it was the same year that Chrysler put the Hemis into these cars. The Darts were the LO23 and the Barracudas were the BO29. They were a Cross Ram 426 race Hemi, full out race Hemi. The most incredible factory drag muscle cars ever produced in that time period, bar none. They were the shit. So anyway, this is one fine example. It's real PP1 red from the factory with build sheet and correct bias ply red lines, only because that's what was sitting in the garage. I'll probably do radials later, but anyway, there you have it, Chrysler fans. A bit of history and a very, very nice example here. Gause Garage. Thank you.